Welcome to
Coffee Talk
with Ashley and
Brittany.
We get to
Spill the tea.
Thanks to
EFB.
Thank you, Electric Fountain Brewing, for allowing us to sit at this table and spill the tea. As always, we have things to talk about, but we're going to try and keep it light today. Easter's coming up.
Yes.
It's a time to refresh, reset, spring clean, etc., etc. Do you do that? Do you take this time to kind of like reset, clean, and...
Yeah, I mean, I try, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so busy. You know, I look at the closet and I see that, like, I need to clean that closet out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's going to be...
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be a project.
Yeah. Well, we are supposed to get a bunch of rain, so maybe it'll be a rainy day project.
Yeah.
But even if you're not using it to spring clean, it's a good time to refresh your closet, meaning go get those new spring clothes. Mm-hmm. Support local if you can. Otherwise, there are a lot of great places around our community to go and shop. Speaking of shopping, though, let's talk Easter baskets. What are your thoughts on Easter baskets? Let's talk then versus now.
Okay, so we both have winter birthdays, November babies.
Yes.
So my parents always treated Easter like it was like springtime Christmas.
Yeah.
Because, you know, whatever you got for your birthday and Christmas was wintertime and usually winter-related stuff.
Sure.
So,
and probably already grown out of it.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 yeah.
I was spoiled. So Easter is like second Christmas for me. And I do the same thing for my daughter because she is a December baby. And, yeah, it's kind of like your half birthday or... just springtime Christmas where you, like you said, you get the new clothes and you do the refresh and you buy, swimsuits, springtime things that you wouldn't necessarily buy around Christmas time.
Sure.
So I like it for that reason.
So you're spending a little bit more on Easter than the typical Easter bunny. Okay.
Yeah, probably. And also, like, I try to be a pretty health conscious person. Mm-hmm. So like I would rather buy, I guess, things that she can use over and over again as opposed to candy.
Scarf down that candy bunny.
Yeah, but we still do the candy too. Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
We do too.
As much as I want to get away from it, I can't. I've got to have my Reese's.
Yeah. Cadbury eggs, Reese's eggs, we always do like older school, so I don't want to blow anything. Hopefully they're not going to watch it. Maybe I just won't let them watch. But anyway, Big League Chew. Or like do the old school kind of bringing it all back. I mean, obviously the Easter Bunny brings some traditional stuff, but then we also do the same thing where we kind of make it a little more interesting and get them like a bucket with an outfit or something fun. Or I think it's definitely expensive. Probably we make it more expensive than it needs to be.
Yes.
But it also makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, even if you can't, spend the money on it, too. Like, simple things like, okay, going back to the candy. The whole, thing is the hunt, I think.
Yeah. I got a question for you on that, too.
That's the idea behind it. It's just fun. Fun, resetting, family. Everybody likes a little bit of a spring break.
Yes.
But I also think from a marketing point of view, I love, everyone says our holidays are so commercial. I like it because I think of the local, establishments.
Sure.
This is their way of maybe getting the little push. I just think we are big consumers.
Sure.
But this is a way for people to give themselves the extra oomph.
Yeah,
guess.
For sure. Also, we are consumers. It is what it is. I'm not saying that everybody has to agree with going out and spending a bunch of money on all these holidays, but it makes for a nice special occasion. And who doesn't need a little pick-me-up here and there, right? Now, okay, but let's go back to the Easter hunt. Does Mayla still hunt eggs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's 14 years old. She is an only child.
Is she good at it?
She is really good at it, except for, so my brother, her uncle, will do a hunt for her over at Grandma and Grandpa's, and she hates that one.
Because it's tough?
It is tough.
Those are the best ones.
Oh, my God, it frustrates the hell out of me though.
Yeah, because you can't find them either?
No.
Okay, so my girls, they start off really hot, right? They're like, yeah, find them. Then once it kind of dwindles down and there's only a few and it's like the hard hiding spots, they kind of give up. Then they're like, can you give me hot and cold? I'm like, you are kidding me right now. You know, the whole time I'm like, I don't know where they are either.
Do you count them so you know?
Yeah, we do, but that doesn't really, and we do, so we dye real Easter eggs, and then the Easter Bunny hides them.
Okay.
So we may not know where they all are, okay?
How long has...
There has been one there for quite some time, which I'm surprised we didn't smell it, but we didn't smell it. So
well,
I don't know if
the smell lasts for like a day or two.
I don't know if our whole house smelled like it just from like cooking the eggs and whatever, that we were like, and then it petrified or something. I have no idea, but it was there for a real long time.
The Easter egg dye, what are your thoughts on that now? Like, I feel like it's not as great as it used to be.
Well, it's not. Also, there was a trick my grandma used to have, and I can't remember what it is, but you would mix, I think, vinegar with the water, okay? We tried that, and it didn't seem to work as well, so I'm assuming the food dye is a little less toxic than
That's
it used
what I
to
was
be.
kind of wondering.
But we never had a problem with it, okay? So let's bring back the good stuff. But I will say, we still like the using food dye versus like all of the other, you know, there are so many different tricks of the trade now to dye or to color these Easter eggs, like using the crayon and the spinner thing, or stickers, or
I hate
glitter.
stickers on eggs.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
But so when you said the dye was like less, I also wonder, like, the eggs, are they different too? Like, you know how like eggs have like a
yeah, maybe they're smoother, so they're not grabbing like the dye as well. Or
when you say food dye though, like, are you talking like liquid food dye,
food coloring?
So you don't get the little boxes with
we
the
have
tablets?
done both. I just think, I think dropping little things and making your design and swirling it around in there, that's what I like. It doesn't always work, so then we do have those as a backup, which we've used in the past. It's just not as fun, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to get the dye all over you and really make a mess and, you know, get creative with them. And then you're like, that one's mine. I remember dyeing that one. So many memories of Easter. But we still, you know, as busy as it gets, we still like to take the time to stick to traditions, carry them on through our house so that our girls have something to look back and maybe carry them on through their homes, right, through their families. I'll be anxious to see if they carry on like the real Easter egg, if they do it inside or outside. Do you do it inside or outside, depending on the weather?
It kind of depends on the weather, but we mostly do inside.
Yeah.
We have a lot of creatures around our house, so it would...
Oh, those eggs would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I can't blame them.
And the weather never plays, you know, the part. You have your springtime dresses. You're trying to take your springtime pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, I think it was like 6 years ago, I remember, like, there was so much snow on the ground. Every year I take a picture outside my folks' house and I post it, and I call it our Ode to Esther, because Easter actually, while some of us are like, hey, they haven't even mentioned, you know, Jesus is the reason or whatever, it technically started with, I believe, Esther, the goddess of spring.
Okay.
So, you know, the Easter bunny is a symbolism of fertility with spring. And like all, I want to say, well, yeah, like all Christian traditions, they stem from pagan holidays.
Sure.
We, you know, when Christianity was being spread and that we were, they were converting people, I say we because whatever, you didn't want to give away the good parts, you know, your pagan holidays of, we get treats, we get this. So they kind of blended it together. I mean, it didn't kind of, they did. They blended it together. So, yeah, for us, Easter is our ode to the springtime goddess, if you will.
Miss Esther. Well, I absolutely love Easter, and yeah, we treat it like another Christmas, spring Christmas, and I recommend it because, you know, in all of the crap in the world, it's a good time to kind of take a break and spend some time with family, frustrate yourself with an Easter egg hunt or with the Easter egg dyeing mess. If you were to pick If you were to have an Easter basket, okay, any size, what would your dream Easter basket consist of?
Okay, so I'm a pretty conventional person. Like I was saying with our Easter celebration, it's always the reset, the getting the things that you needed during springtime.
Sure.
So like, I guess I would pick all, things that I'm going to use during the springtime. So
Razors.
Yeah, exactly. Razors, a new swimsuit.
Yeah. Beach towel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like some Luxe gift cards in
yeah,
there.
mama. Mm-hmm.
Maybe for that laser hair removal.
Right, there you go. Then you don't need razors. They're perfect.
I don't know, what would yours consist of?
I would say probably a vacation. Spring break in
Yeah.
my basket. You know, it can be any size, so I'm going to say a vacation. It can even be a voucher. I don't care. But I love a vacation, and we've been so busy with volleyball and stuff that we're not using spring break to like go on a vacation. But I always feel like this is the perfect time to kind of reconnect with fam, and I love spring break. It always kind of sneaks up on me, like I wasn't ready for it. I didn't realize that it was coming up so soon, but I love having the girls home now that they're older and a little more self-sufficient. I love spending the time with them, so a vacation would be a nice addition.
Not just a refresh on things, but a refresh with fam.
Yeah, absolutely. And then obviously I want the caramel eggs.
Which ones?
No, it's like the Cadbury, but it's not like the marshmallow or whatever, that cream fill. I don't like that. I like the caramel.
So like a caramel Cadbury egg?
Is that what it is?
I guess.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'll take that and some Reese's peanut butter.
Reese's peanut butter all the way.
Yeah.
I like the Robin's egg malt balls.
Ooh, yeah. Also, remember the gum? The Robin's egg gum that came in the little plastic
God.
thing? I love that stuff. You can only chew it for 0.25 seconds, but it was fantastic.
And then it like hurt your jaw.
Yeah, then it was a workout.
Really bad.
Yeah. I love traditional Easter candy. You know what I think I need to bring back? Putting, like the snuff jars of the beef jerky. Do you remember that stuff? It was like the round can of like
God, yes. And it was like powder.
Yeah, but it was like shavings, like very fine shavings.
Yeah.
You could put it in your, it absolutely burned a little bit, but it was so good. I want to bring all that back, like just do traditional. Okay, so then around my vacation, bring back all the traditional from my childhood to bring back that nostalgia. How very, very cool. Then obviously the food and of course family time. Easter is just a really great way to, reset or refresh or just enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so let's talk about 3 things. Doesn't necessarily have to be Good News Brews, although one of them I think we probably should classify as Good News Brews, or they all could be. Okay, so number 1, the state legislation to kind of blanket zoning, meaning that the state would control zoning in all of our cities, right?
Yeah.
So Quincy wouldn't have a choice. We've talked a lot about zoning, the Planning Commission. I'm sure the Planning Commission would be like, yes, let them take it over. But it doesn't do a whole lot for our city level.
Yeah, no, the Planning Commission does not want
that to happen. They don't want that, okay.
Because if anything, they want to keep zoning local.
Sure.
It doesn't fit the blanket statement like you said, but no, they don't want to give away that
power.
Yeah, that's their power. Also, like as we've heard in the past, it's zoning is just, it's like tiptoeing around things.
Yeah.
You're never gonna please everyone.
Sure.
But it should, I agree. It should stay local. The mayor signed a proclamation with his, again, what we're talking about is BUILD is the acronym.
Yeah.
It's something Pritzker proposed in, I think, his address.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of happening. But a lot of people, a lot of cities, not just ours, are completely opposed and against this.
As they should be.
And
it doesn't make a whole lot of
the
sense.
city council unanimously voted for, for the mayor to
vote no.
Yep.
Sign this paper saying we are against, state-controlled zoning.
I really do think, local government needs to stay local.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to keep everything local. I don't think the state should have its hands in anything we do because they really blow everything that they touch. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Yeah. And that's not just Pritzker. That's, any state, they're just not good at what they do. And the fact is, when you get government more involved on any level, then things just tend to, they kind of blow up. Anyway, So kudos to the City Council, Planning Commission, Mayor Linda Moore for signing a big O no on
Let's
that.
hope the state listens.
Yeah, we really want the state to listen. Hear that, JB Pritzker? Keep your hands out of our zoning Bible. It does need a little bit of, zhuzhing, but we can tackle that locally. We have very smart people here that can do that. I have full faith in them, more faith than I do in that side. Okay, so that's number one. Thank you for doing that. Number two, VFW, very, very impressed by, of course, the veterans as a whole.
Yeah.
But what they're trying to do for our city is it's visionary. Like, it's very, very cool to take a look at this property, and we're talking about the grassy knoll, if you will, right, at 6th and Payson. It's in between. It's kind of the median in between the streets, right? It's a really unique part of our city that I can't believe we've never thought about beautifying before. So they're wanting to do a veterans memorial there, and the plan is incredible, and it's going to be privately funded through donations, which I think we can all do. His immediate goal is about $200,000, which of course it's a lot of money, but I think it's a drop in the bucket compared to how much we spend every day.
Yeah.
So,
but again, private donations, not
taxpayer funded.
You'll hear all the details on this a little later today on the Daily Muddy as they stopped by and chatted with you.
Yeah, make sure you tune in with that. Very, very cool. And then last but certainly not least, Rich Cain Day.
It was Rich Cain Day.
How cool.
Okay, so as you're watching this, Rich Cain Day, I believe, was yesterday because it's March. Was it March 31st?
31st, yeah, I believe so.
Thank you, Baba Booey. So March 31st, Rich Cain Day. I actually got to have lunch with Rich Cain before Rich Cain Day. He didn't know what he said. He didn't know what it was. I was like, oh, I guarantee you she's proclaiming that it's your day, as she should. I had lunch with him for an interview because I'm working on a story about Rich Cain's retirement. I love his wife made a post on Facebook, and she's like, it's never just Rich. It's Rich Cain.
Rich Cain, because it rolls.
Yes.
And everybody knows Rich Cain because he's been the head meteorologist for 45 years.
Well, he's spent 45 years in media.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
and
all right.
Different paths along the way, and it's kind of cool because he, I don't want to spoil it all, but a big career change. He wasn't always the meteorologist.
He wasn't.
No. So
okay.
You'll tune in to our Club Muddy this week, as he is going to be our special guest. I'm so excited about that. And like I said, I should have an article out
soon.
An ode to Rich Cain.
To Rich Cain. Well, I love it. Congratulations to Rich Cain on his retirement. Thank you again for proclaiming Rich Cain Day. If anybody deserves it, he does. Very, very cool. And I'm really excited about Club Muddy.
Yes.
So there we go. Thursday, we record. Catch it on Friday.
Yep, Friday afternoon.
It's definitely going to be a fun one. And again, with the VFW, check it out later today on the Daily Muddy. I think that does it for Good News Brews, and I think that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
We'll catch you next time.